Hey guys, this is Shaw from worshipguitarskills.com. Welcome to another Tone Tips series video. Now today we're going to look at the volume booster and why you want to use one of those on your pedal board. Well, one of the main reasons that I like to use a volume boost is it really just helps me, like if I change between guitars and for example my Strat has a lower output than my PRS for example, the volume boost can account for that difference between the outputs on the guitar. That's one reason. Another reason is if I'm playing and I need to play a solo or a lead line where I just need a little bit of a boost in volume so I can kind of just cut out through the mix a little bit, then I would also go ahead and kick on the volume boost. And the third reason that I like to use the volume boost is I can actually use it to drive my pedals a little bit harder and even drive my amp a bit harder. You can achieve that same thing with a compressor as well as with an overdrive pedal as well, but the volume boost does that in a more subtle way, which is something I really like about it. Now in this instance, I've got an RC booster right here. Let me play the sound for you without the volume pedal, without the volume boost engaged and then with it, and you can hear the difference. Alright, so you could hear what that actually does to a tone. So I can compensate for the levels between different guitars. I can drive my amp a little bit harder and I can use it as an actual volume boost when I need to go into a lead line or even a guitar solo. A fourth reason that I really like to use these kind of boost pedals, it also allows me to EQ my tone a little bit. Because again, different guitars will have different kind of EQs to it. And if I'm using my Strat, I'm going to get a totally different tone from that than if I use my PRS. And then I can also use the booster pedal right here to, if I need to cut the treble a little bit, if I need to add a bit of bass, I can definitely do that. Now, in this instance, again, the pedal kind of has the same settings as the BB preamp that we've checked out in another video. It has gain, volume, those are obvious. Gain is how much gain does it add to the signal. Volume is how loud that's going to be. And then the treble and the bass, both of those are EQ functions. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just play an A note and I'll cycle through the gain. So you can just kind of hear the range of gain that I can achieve with this boost pedal. I also fiddled around with the tone knob there, with the volume knob as well as the bass knob, and so you can kind of hear what that does to the sound. Now, I like to use my ears when I dial in these sounds, and I like to go to kind of the extremes and then find the sweet spot within that. So right now, what you're hearing when I'm engaging this RC booster is it's actually boosting my amp right there. Alright, so there you go. But you can also use that pedal to drive other pedals. So for example, right here I'm going to have the BB preamp switched on. But if I add in the volume, the RC booster, so as you can hear, when that RC booster is engaged together with this BB preamp, yes, I can get a boost in volume, but it also fattens up the tone. And that is the thing that you can play around with the booster. Now, In the same way that when we checked out the BB preamp and how you can kind of stack that with another drive pedal, you can also find some really cool combinations when you learn how to use the compressor together with your booster pedal as well as a drive. So let me do that for you right now. I'm going to play the compressor on its own. So here are no pedals engaged with a subtle compression. Now I'm adding in the RC booster. And now the actual BB preamp. So I need a little bit more level on this drive, actually level on the compressor rather. Now listen to this. We're gonna no pedals added, add in the compressor again, add in the RC booster, add in the BB preamp, and then add in some delay. Listen to how the sound changes. So as you can hear, I started without any pedals engaged, then I added compressor, then the RC booster, the BB preamp, some delay, and then some reverb. So once you start playing around with these different kinds of pedals that we've checked out throughout this series, then you can really start to shape some interesting sounds that fits with your style of playing, number one, and also number two, it fits with the kind of tones that you're trying to reproduce of the songs that you might be doing on a Sunday. Because certain songs might have a specific effect, like for example, the song Glory to Glory by Bethel, there's even the use of a whammy pedal, something you don't really hear in worship music a lot, but then if you have that sound available and you can use that whammy pedal at that particular place, well, then you're gonna get that kind of sound. Other times you have something like a POG that you wanna dig into, just getting that octave kind of sound, so it really helps you having some soundscapes at your fingertips really, or rather at, your feet, so you can just go ahead and stomp in the different pedals. Now, if you're using something like a Kemper Profiler, of course, you can do the same thing, or a Line 6 Helix. Those are two great digital solutions. And then, of course, the classic route would then be just a standard valve amp with some classic pedals. All right, so there you go. That's a quick look into how I like to use a booster, an RC booster in this instance. And if you'd like to improve your playing and check out different types of guitar parts that you can play for modern worship guitar, I'd invite you to join us in our 7-day worship guitar challenge. You can find the link in the description box below. We go over 15 types of parts. We check out some tone tips. I give you tabs that you can see exactly what I played. You get a backing track, and there's a ton of fun stuff that we will be learning together over the course of 7 days. All 100% free. Just click the link in the description box for that. Hope you join us for that. And I really hope you enjoyed this lesson and this tone series. So make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit the bell so you can get notifications whenever we release new videos like this one. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the 7-day challenge. Link is right there in the description box.